whole project started with there's an action sports television network. Some friends of mine had told me about it, and they were like, yeah, this company, I'd never really heard of them, are giving away some money to 10 filmmakers to make short films. And then out of those 10 filmmakers, they choose one and give them a budget to make a feature.
The project was quite unconventional anyway, because we had been awarded this financing to make the film without really having a concept or an idea. It was a really strange way of going about making a film.
The first film we made, they completely left us alone. They pretty much just gave us the money and we never heard from them again.
Right.
So in the second one, we were like, oh great, they're just gonna stay out of it, but then they started to sort of...
And did you find their input helpful? Was it sometimes? Yeah.
In the end, I think it turned out to be more
Yeah.
helpful.
Yeah, I would say. I made us question ourselves.
Yeah, okay.
We probably wouldn't have otherwise. So.
During different periods of my acting career, you know, I find myself with downtime or what have you, and I just started noodling more. And I learned a lot about story. I mean, the first thing that I made didn't really have a story. That's a problem. That was a problem, I think. And anytime you're a first-time filmmaker, it doesn't matter what kind of previous experience you have, everyone's gonna question whether you have the chops. And I think one of the things that opened a lot of doors for me was, and this was the suggestion of my producer, was write a comprehensive director vision.
A friend of mine stole some gear, and so I borrowed that, and so I modified my backpack so that I could carry the tripod, a C-stand, a bounce, and the camera, and then Chris and I would ride around our bikes in the West End.
Who's Chris?
Chris is the cinematographer.
Okay.
And just chase magic hour sunlight for like 3 hours in the evening, just riding our bikes around. And you know, I got hit once and nearly ruined all the gear, and I ended in an altercation with the cab driver that hit me, and I ended up kicking his headlights in, and I'm carrying around my livestock on my back.
I think doing it again is just to plan more and you know, shot list more and rewrite the script more times, because we end up changing everything. We changed everything.
While you were shooting, you changed.
Yeah, absolutely. But
Yeah.
the more prepared you are, I don't know, we had so many problems on our production that if anything went wrong, the whole thing would have collapsed. Well, you have this film in your head and you want to do it, like, okay, but then you realize you start shooting and it doesn't turn out the way you are, so you have to kind of adapt. So changing my expectations a bit and
Okay.
more learning to enjoy it as I go along and having fun with the crew and the actors, that just makes for a more pleasant experience.
You know, you can't accomplish anything unless you can't just ultimately wing a film, no matter what the scale is. You know, you have to approach it with a level of organization, no matter how big the production is and whether people are getting paid or not. You know, you have to set parameters. You have to set, you know, timelines and just to, you know, see the thing in chunks and get it done.
The act of doing is the most invaluable lesson, you know. So even though that my short film wasn't particularly good, I learned so much from it. And then again, being on set of something that you write with this other screenplay that I had produced, being around that sort of as a witness, you know, was incredible schooling of sorts as well.